to return after missing the League Cup defeat at Bradford, so he maintains his ever-present First Division sequence since joining Liverpool just over 3 years ago. The man who makes way for him is David Fairclough, who drops to substitute. Fairclough, who scored a hat-trick against Norwich on Match of the Day last season when Liverpool won 5-3 at Carrow Road. And it was in that match that Justin Fashanu of Norwich scored the BBC's goal of the season. But the two other Norwich goal scorers that day, Kevin Reeves and Martin Peters, have since been transferred and replaced by Clive Woods from Ipswich, playing in midfield at number 7, and number 9, Joe Royle, who won a championship medal here on Merseyside 10 years ago. But he's a mere youngster compared to number 5, Duncan Forbes, who returns to First Division action at the age of 39. World Cup referee Pat Partridge from County Durham. So can Liverpool rediscover their championship touch against a side who held them to a 0-0 draw here at Anfield last season? But 2 years ago, Liverpool beat Norwich 6-0 here. That was Souness with a fine ball out to Alan Kennedy. Driven across, and Dalglish coming in, tried to get a touch on it. And a very positive start by Liverpool. Fine ball from Graham Souness, straight from the kickoff. And Alan Kennedy's driven cross or shot going just beyond the far post. Free kick against Alan Kennedy. For the challenge on Joe Royle, who is giving Liverpool some uncomfortable moments when the ball's in the air. Fashanu coming in. Case. It was Downs who was penalised. Here's Case again. Royle and Hansen. Oh, and Bond joins the attack well and finds Fashanu. And Clements comes to meet him. Justin Fashanu getting away from Alan Kennedy there. And Clements, seeing the danger, having to make an important save. Away by Johnson. And here's Barham. Kennedy. Now, could there be a break on here? McDermott, no, not like that. The ball played far too far ahead of the three front runners. So half an hour gone and Liverpool still haven't ended this barren spell of theirs. And Norwich, well organised, holding them as Kennedy puts the ball in again. Powell's header out. Holding them as they did here at Anfield last season when the match ended in a goalless draw. Here comes Ray Kennedy though, trying to do something about that today. Oh, and McDermott's there. The header was blocked by Bennett. Oh, well played by Justin Fashanu. He left Thompson for dead there, and he got the cross in just too far ahead of Joe Royle. What a prospect he is at 19, Justin Fashanu. Neil forward again. Here's Ray Kennedy. Oh, good stop by Hansbury. Appeals for handball, I think, by David Johnson. Away from Powell this time. McDermott's made a run through. Here's Neil. Johnson was the man at the back. And that's on by Royal to Fashanu, and this could be interesting. Fashanu against Phil Thompson. Finding Padden. And Norwich are getting players forward now, and a foul by Neil. Bond. Bennett was nearly in there. And very quickly now, Norwich getting everybody back behind the ball. Here's Dalglish. Hansen. Outside him is Souness. Still Hansen, though. And Alan Hansen puts an end to the Liverpool goal famine with a speculative shot which sends a roar of relief around Anfield. But as Souness went down the outside, Hansen moved the other way, carried on himself, and just let one go. Over Hansbury and into the net, and Liverpool are in the lead. And here's Joe Royle, who might have had an equaliser almost at once. The applause at half-time, very different from the concern which was being shown in the Liverpool side and in the crowd until Alan Hansen, with his first goal of the season, scored from way out and put them in front against the Norwich side, who defended well until then. So Norwich now playing from left to right. Here's Barham. And I suspect a change of tactics by John Bond at the beginning of the second half. Norwich have got to come out a little bit, and I see that fullback Greg Downs is well forward in this first attack. He's wearing number 3, and he's playing inside right just at the moment. Here's Woods. And that's a foul by Ray Kennedy. Good call by Ray Clements to his captain, Phil Thompson. And it's put Jimmy Case away from the clearance. Anfield unusually quiet this afternoon. Here's Woods. Bond has pushed forward on this side, and Ray Kennedy has come back. Souness. Oh, that's a fine ball, and the goalkeeper comes all the way and saw it very early. Can he get back? Almost certainly now he will. This is Case. Well, that shows how quickly goalkeepers have to think in modern football. Graham Souness bisected the defence with that ball meant for McDermott, and Hansbury was way out of his penalty area. Here's Powell. Hansen. And the break from midfield here by McDermott, and then by Case. And McDermott just goes on running and pulls it behind Dalglish, but here's Ray Kennedy! He's hit the bar! Well, that was possibly the best combined move we've seen from Liverpool this afternoon. And the finishing was just unlucky. And here's Alan Kennedy. And the man at the back is Alan Hansen. Phil Thompson's found a good position. He's also found Ray Kennedy, who's found Jimmy Case. Kennedy, Dalglish! Really driven by Jimmy Case, and Hansbury putting up his arms in a reflex action, but that counts as a good save. Souness. Kennedy. Oh, Johnson coming in from the right. And what a mess. He's outside his area with that handball, surely the goalkeeper. And they want to take it quickly, and Norwich won't let them. Now that's a free kick for the goalkeeper, handling the ball outside the 18-yard line. And the advantage which Liverpool wanted to take by putting the ball down and having the kick taken quickly was denied them by a form of professionalism which has allowed Norwich to regroup. And I use professionalism in quotes there because that was clearly a delaying tactic. It's going to come to McDermott to shoot. Clean as a whistle. Well, in the end, Liverpool got all the advantage they wanted. A free kick given the goalkeeper coming out of his area and handling the ball. The free kick pushed aside to Terry McDermott. And that firm shot makes it 2-0. Suddenly Anfield is more like its old self. Liverpool beat Crystal Palace here 3-0 on the opening day of the season, so they've got one goal to go if they're going to equal that performance. And Norwich have got to do a lot more coming forward if they're going to do anything about losing here today. Here's Neil. Dalglish. That was Duncan Forbes waving his arms and saying that Dalglish dived, and the referee is prepared to believe the Norwich number 5. Dalglish wanted a penalty, and he hasn't got it. And Norwich not showing enough mettle to disturb Liverpool's lead. Here's Ray Kennedy. Offside, Dalglish. This is Bond. Barham. Fashanu being challenged by Hansen. Did well to get his cross in there, Fashanu. It's an interesting tactic he employs there when you think he's been shepherded away, but here's Patton and a foul on Jimmy Case. Twice in this match, Fashanu has produced crosses when he seemed to be either off balance or on the wrong side of the defender. Souness to Alan Kennedy. Liverpool coming forward again. And there's McDermott. And here's Dalglish. And this is Case. On the left wing, David Johnson. Alan Kennedy. Johnson again. Dalglish. And Alan Kennedy! An early birthday present for Alan Kennedy, who's 26 tomorrow. And a very simple goal, but so well created by Liverpool. Every pass was picked out to perfection, including the cross to the far post, the header back by Dalglish, and the header in by Alan Kennedy, whose second goal of the season that is. And it makes the score 3-0, as indeed his goal did on the opening day of the season against Crystal Palace. So Liverpool certain now to extend an unbeaten home run, which goes back to January 1978. This will be their 67th consecutive home match, competitive match, at Anfield without defeat. Bond is in there, and driven in at the far post. Bond got the first flick on, but Bennett came in, and Norwich get a goal back through David Bennett. The corner onto the head of Kevin Bond, and Bennett, just coming in at the back, finished it off. (3-1) to Liverpool. That's the first goal Norwich have managed at Anfield, incidentally, since they won here back in 1975. First league goal on this ground. Johnson. That's Hansen's cross. Oh, a flick on, and Case coming in. And Tony Powell intervening. And an injury for Greg Downs. What happened there was that McDermott just glanced the cross on with his head, and Case came in. Downs tried to stop him. In the end, Powell did, but it was Downs who got the worst of it. But after George Lee came on just to attend to him, Downs is back in action. Jimmy Case now will take the corner. Hansen, not quite. Ray Kennedy. Johnson! And David Johnson wears the look of a man who has scored his first goal of the season after missing so many chances in recent matches. It comes 3 minutes from the end, and it comes from last season's top scorer. He got 27 for Liverpool last season, including 2 at Norwich in the League Cup, but he hadn't scored until today this season, and he finished that off very competently indeed. So with just 2 or 3 minutes left, Norwich losing now by 4-1. And sad memories for them, perhaps, of their 6-0 defeat here 2 years ago, as Johnson gets on the move again. Dermot wanting it pulled back to him. Fashanu. Phil Neal moving forward with Dalglish, looking for Johnson. And everybody's moving forward now for Liverpool. Here's the other fullback, Alan Kennedy. Into Ray Kennedy. And McDermott. And Dalglish back to Case. Oh, and Case! Quite superbly trying to lift one over the goalkeeper. Jimmy Case on his left foot, not his stronger, but my word, he looked up there and saw where Hansbury was, and the shot was only just too high. Here's Bennett. And Ray Kennedy just laying it off to Dalglish. And 2 points for Liverpool at the end of what had been an uncomfortable week for them. 4-1, emphatic enough. Bennett with his first league goal for Norwich, getting their consolation. But Liverpool in command, particularly in the second half. The only statistic which I suppose is not in their favour today is the crowd figure. Only 35,315 watched this match, and with unemployment rife on Merseyside, I'm rather afraid to say that that is a sign of the times in football.